Welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. We're doing game 4. We're using Harry and Ron battling Voldemort and his cronies. Alright, up first, Harry Potter. He's at full health and Ron is at 9, so we're not doing too badly. We do have 4 Dark Influence on the Triwizard Tournament location though. 2 more and it's going to get overrun by evil, so this is not good. And we need to draw 2 Dark Arts cards per turn now, because that's what the Triwizard Tournament tells us to do. So the first of 2 Dark Arts cards for Harry. Regeneration. No! Remove 2 attacks from all villains. Well, that's not good. Quirrell here, fully healed again. The second Dark Arts card for Harry is Relagio. To all heroes, choose one, discard an item, or lose 2 health. Alright, we're going to have to look at both their decks. So they have to discard an item or lose 2 health. Harry would have to lose his Polyjuice Potion, and I don't think he's going to do that. So he's going to go from 10 health down to 8. And let's take a look at Ron. Does Ron have an item? He has the Crystal Ball. Draw 2 cards, then discard any 1 card. I think he's going to go ahead and lose 2 health as well. It's going to go from 9 down to 7 because we have healing abilities now, I think. Alright, that was the second Dark Arts card. Over now to the villains, the Death Eater. Each time Masmordre, which is one of the Dark Arts cards, shows up or a new villain is revealed, all heroes lose a health. Not happening. Active hero loses a health. That's Quirrell. That means Harry's going from 8 health down to 7. Time for Harry to play his cards. Come on, Harry. Let's do this thing. Okay, well, this is very, very good. We have here Trelawney. Draw 2 cards and discard any 1 card. If you discard a spell, you get 2 influence. So he's going to play that first. Going to draw 2 cards. Lomorha and Reparo. So he's going to he's going to discard this spell. For the Trelawney card, that's going to gain him 2 influence. Alright, good start. And then he's going to play, I believe, Reparo. Choose one, gain 2 influence, or draw a card. Should he gain 2 influence? Yes, he's going to gain 2 influence for that, bringing him up to 4. And then he's going to play Accio. Choose one, gain 2 influence, or search your discard pile for an item and put it in your hand. I think he's going to gain the 2 influence for that. It's going to bring him up to 6. Now he has even more things to play, but once again I need to refresh my camera battery. I apologize. So we're going to come right back, and Harry's going to continue playing his cards for this turn. Alright, we're back and we're continuing with Harry's turn. This is most excellent. So we're going to play Snape next. It's gain an attack and 2 life. So Harry's going to get 1 attack. He's going to go from 7 health up to 9. Excellent card. And he gets to roll the Slytherin die. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll the Slytherin die. And he gets another attack. Most excellent. Alright, things are looking pretty good now. This is the one I like. Remove 1 influence from the location. Draw a card. So we're going to do that. We're going to remove an influence from the location, knocking it down to 3. And we get to draw a card. Alright, and he draws Hedwig. This is really, really excellent. And now he's going to play he's going to play Hedwig for the 1 attack anyway, so we'll go ahead for the attack. And now he's going to choose an ally you have played this turn. You may copy the effects of that ally. Well, he's going to copy the effects of Dobby. And Dobby says, remove 1 influence from the location, then draw a card. So, we have to shuffle a card. And I have to remember Harry's special ability too, because that is also going to trigger. So I have to shuffle Harry's discard to be able to draw a card. So, wow. Excellent, excellent stuff so far. They're shuffled. And Harry gets to draw a card, which is Firebolt. Gain an attack if you defeat a villain. Get an influence. So another attack. He doesn't defeat a villain. However, his special ability will trigger because, as the first time influence is removed from the location each turn, any one hero gains 1 attack. So he has the choice. He can give this to Ron or he can take it for himself. I think he's going to give it to Ron because he can't defeat anybody anyway. So he'll give Ron that 1 attack. And I think, unless I've messed stuff up, that's all Harry can do. But that's a pretty good turn for him. We are going to knock down 4 attacks on the Death Eater because we want to get rid of this guy as quickly as we can. That leaves Harry 6 influence. And I think, these allies are so good for Ron too. Expelliarmus. I think we're going to leave the allies for Ron. I think we're going to take a spell for Harry. Expelliarmus. Gain 2 attack, draw a card, costing 6. So that is how Harry's going to spend his 6 influence. All right, I think it's a pretty good turn. We're going to, of course, discard all cards he's played. He'll drop a new hand. For his next turn, we knocked 2 of those off the location. That was most excellent. Now we have to replace the Hogwarts card with a chocolate frog. Any one hero gains an influence and a life. If you discard this, gain an influence and a life. Excellent. All right. That's going to conclude our first turn with Harry. We're going to have our first turn with Ron when we come back here in a second. All right, it's Ron's turn. 2 Dark Arts cards per turn. First one, Obliviate all heroes. Choose one, discard a spell, or lose 2 health. Okay, let's look at Harry's hand. Discard a spell or lose 2 health. Well, he'll get rid of Alohomorha. He does not want to lose 2 health. Now let's take a look at Ron. Ron has that attack left over. Incendio. Yeah, Ron is going to go ahead and lose Alohomorha instead of losing 2 health. First Dark Arts card. The second one coming right up is the Hand of Glory. Active hero loses a health. Add 1 influence to the location. Ron going from 7 health down to 6, and we get another influence put on the location. 3 of 6, so we're still hanging in there. Over to the villains. Each time Masmordre... Oh, did we pick their Masmordre? No, Obliviate Hand of Glory. So that didn't happen. Or put out new villains. Revealed all heroes lose a health. Not happening. Quirrell, active hero, loses a health. So Ron has to go from 6 health down to 5. But now Ron gets to play his cards. Alright, let's see what he's got here. He has Pigwidgeon, Alohomorha, Incendio. Alright. Okay, so he's going to use Crystal Ball first. Draw 2 cards and discard any 1 card. So he's going to draw 2 cards. Alohomorha and another Alohomorha. So he'll discard one of those. Then he's going to play gain 1 attack, draw a card. Incendio. So he gains an attack. He draws a card. Whoops. And he gets Quidditch gear. Right on. So gain an attack and get a health back. So that's 3 attack, getting 1 health back. 5 up to 6. Which then triggers his special ability. If you assign 3 or more attack on your turn, you can... Any one hero gains 2 health. He's going to do it for himself, going from 6 health up to 8. I know I'm slightly out of order here because I'm still playing cards. Or am I? Not really, because we're going to assign these 3 attack right now to the Death Eater, knocking the Death Eater out. So we're going to immediately have that transpire. So Death Eater... Ron has just managed to knock him out. And we get the reward right away. All heroes gain a health. Harry's going from 9 to 10. Ron going from 8 to 9. I feel like the tides are turning in our favor. Remove one influence from the location. Cool. So we knock another influence off the Triwizard Tournament down to only 2 influence on there. That is most excellent. Which triggers Harry's special ability. First time influence is removed from a location each turn. Any one hero gains an attack. I think he's going to go ahead. He's going to give that attack to Ron anyway. So Ron's going to have that attack. Carrying on. Oh, these were the ones he's played already. Let's pick up the cards he hasn't played. Alohomorha will give Ron 1 influence. I don't think that's going to do much. Another one for that one. 2. Choose one, gain 2 health or an attack. Ron will choose to have an attack. So he's going to put these 2 attack on Quirrell. Of course, he's the only villain left. He has 2 influence. 3 is the, oh no, chocolate frog. Ron cannot resist chocolate frogs. So he's going to buy that for 2. And that's going to be the end of Ron's turn. I think that was another darn good turn. Got rid of the Death Eater. All right. Replace the Hogwarts card with Azio. Choose one, gain 2 influence, or search your discard pile for an item, put it in your hand. Costing 4. Not quite finished yet because another villain's coming out. Wow, we're knocking him down. But which one is it going to be this time? Barty Crouch Jr. Villain. Ooh, great. What? While he is out here, heroes cannot remove influence from the location. Ooh, but when we knock him out, we remove 2 from the location. 7 health. Gee, I think I know who we're going to beat on next time. That's going to conclude Ron's turn. So far, so good, I think. Up next, we're going to have Harry take one more turn, Ron take one more turn. That will be the end of the episode for today. So back to Harry. All right, back to Harry. 2 Dark Arts cards in a row. First one. Flipendo, active hero loses a health and discards a card. So, Harry only has 4 cards. He has to lose a health. 10 down to 9, and he has to discard a card. He will discard Aloha. Okay. Carrying on, the second Dark Arts card. Ooh, another one of these roll the dice. Heir of Slytherin, roll the Slytherin die, which is what we're going to do, and we get the attack. All right, and the attack on here means all heroes lose 1 health. Okay, I think we can live with that. Harry goes from 9 down to 8. Ron also goes 9 down to 8. That's the 2 Dark Arts cards for Harry. Now we're going to do the villains. Heroes cannot remove influence from the location. Doesn't really mean anything at the moment. We have to keep it in mind. Active hero loses a health for Quirrell. Harry's going to go from 8 down to 7. Feeling more confident now, but Harry only has 3 cards left. But let's see what he can do. So he has Hogwarts, a history. Choose any one of the house die to roll. And so actually first we're going to play Expelliarmus. Gain 2 attack and draw a card. So we're going to gain 2 attack. And Harry's going to draw a card. He gets a Morha. Well, okay. Choose any one of the house dice to roll. Choose any one of the house dice to roll. I wonder. Let's go ahead. Let's roll Ravenclaw. Why not? Ravenclaw die, which is the blue one. And Harry gets a health back. So he's going to go from 7 up to 8. Not the greatest. And he has 2 Morhas, giving him 2 influence, which is not going to do him any good because the cheapest thing on the board is 3. But he does have the 2 attacks. Wow, I don't know if we should nail. I think we're going to put the 2 attacks onto Barty because he is the most dangerous. Quirrell is just kind of annoying at the moment. This guy not being able to remove influence from the location is bad. And that's going to be the end of Harry's turn. He cannot spend the 2 because there's nothing he can spend it on. That goes away. Discards his cards. He is going to draw up his cards for his next hand. So that was very quickly Harry's turn. So not too bad. Up last for the end of this episode will be Ron Weasley. So let's see what he can do in his turn. All right, Ron, 2 Dark Arts cards. That's nasty, but that's what it is. First one, active hero loses 2 health. All other heroes lose 1 health. So that's going to take Ron from 8 down to 6. Going to take Harry from 8 down to 7. Second Dark Arts card is Expulso. Active hero loses 2 health. Well, Ron is going to be going from 6 health down to 4. Over to the villains. We cannot take influence off the location. While Barty's out here, Quirrell is going to knock 1 health off of Ron from 4 down to 3. And now it is time for Ron to play his cards. Come on, Ron, what you got? He has a Reparo, Essence of Dittany. Lomorha, Nimbus 2001, and Hagrid. So let's go ahead and play Hagrid. Gain an attack. All heroes gain 1 health. So, gain an attack. Harry's going to go from 7 health up to 8. Ron's going to go from 3 health up to 4. And he might as well go ahead and play Essence of Dittany. Any one hero gains 2 health. And any one hero gains 2 health. I think, yeah, he'll choose himself for that. He's going to go from 4 health up to 6. Then he's going to play as Nimbus 2001. Gain 2 attack. If you defeat a villain, gain 2 influence. Well, that's not going to happen. So gain 2 attack. But 3, he's not going to be able to defeat anybody. And, oh, hang on, let's keep going. Oh, well, we're going to trigger Ron's special ability, so let's not forget about that. When you assign 3 or more attack on your turn, any hero gains 2 health. He's going to choose himself to go from 6 to 8 health. Just so I do that now so I don't forget. Then we're going to play this one. Choose one, gain 2 influence, or draw a card. Does he want to draw a card or gain 2 influence? I think at this point in time he wants to draw a card because we're looking for maximum attack. All right, draws a card. Gain an attack and a health. So he's going to gain 1 attack, and he's going to go from 8 health up to 9. And his last card, a Lomorha, 1 influence. And that's where we sit with Ron. Now, Ron could defeat Quirrell. That's going to, well, I don't know. Quirrell is, and here's where you get into the gamey game part of the game, where do we just leave Quirrell kicking around because his ability is really not much of a deal. I think we are going to put all 4 attacks on Barty. We've got to knock this guy out. So we can at least have, when Dobby shows up for Harry, at least he can start removing influence. Yeah, so he's going to be at 6 attack. Of course, Ron can't spend anything with the 1. There's nothing to buy. And that's going to be the end of Ron's turn. So we're going to discard all his cards. He's going to drop 5 cards for his next hand, which means I'm going to have to do some shuffling off screen. And that is going to conclude our episode for today. So we have Barty, Quirrell, and 2 more villains left in the deck that we need to defeat to win the game. I'm feeling confident at this point. Things seem to have been going downhill rapidly, but I think, he's famous last words, I think we might be able to pull this one off in another episode or 2. So thanks so much for watching along. This is Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. We're doing Game 4. Which introduced some funky dice. I really like those too. So thanks so much. Thanks for your suggestions, your subscriptions, your comments, and likes. Very much appreciated. Join me next time for the continuation of Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, Game 4.